Okay, so this is my testimony of what God's done in my life in the last, 6 years. First of all, I ended up with cancer of the tongue, and I was terrified because I didn't know what they were going to do to treat it or get rid of it. And I remember this little girl, we were in church, and this little girl, I had stepped into the aisle to ask for prayer, and this little girl said, after we had prayed, she said, "Jesus said you're going to be okay." And you know what? Knowing what I know about a childlike faith, I really believed her. And I really believed the Lord told her to tell me that I was going to be okay. And you know what? I was. That week I went for my consultation, and I found out that all I needed was surgery. I didn't need chemo, I didn't need radiation, and I pulled through just fine. And I ended up having cancer a second time, but I kept remembering that little girl. And you know, I've never seen her again. It's just really weird. But I've never seen her again in our church. But she actually was on my mind the second time round, that I was going to be okay. And I was okay. And God pulled me through a second time. And I've been cancer-free for almost 6 years now. And God's been really, really good to me. In the last 6 years, I lost both of my parents, which is really hard. And the Lord taught me through the loss of my dad how precious it is to be a Christian and be with someone who served him their whole life at the point of their death and when they're dying. It's a privilege to have spent my dad's last moments with him, as well as my mom. I was there. I held her hand while she took her last breath. And God's been good, and we know that my mom and dad are both in heaven with the Lord. And I know God has been very good to me in the last 6 years. I've been through a lot, but He's been faithful. And that's my testimony, that God is faithful.